Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Cafe Chat. I'm Emily.
And I'm Lisa. Happy Thursday, June 18th.
Thursday has a very specific feeling.
Yes, not the beginning, not the end, just deep in the week.
Exactly. So today, I wanted a word that feels like opening a window.
I support that immediately.
Today's key word is refresh. It means to make something feel new, clear, or alive again.
That is exactly the energy I need right now.
And all three stories today are about refreshing something people already know.
Okay, I like that. Not brand new, just newly interesting.
But first, if you are new, welcome in. Hit subscribe so you can join us every morning with your coffee.
3 real news stories, 1 easy chat, about 10 minutes. That is the whole show.
Today's menu. Topic 1. Bath & Body Works is trying to reach younger shoppers through Amazon, online discovery, and store experience.
I can already smell that store in my memory.
Topic 2. A Krispy Kreme original glazed donut is getting a pan-fried refresh online.
Wait, they're cooking the donut again? I am listening.
And topic 3, New York's Penn Station has a proposed $8 billion redesign.
That is a range from body mist to donuts to train stations.
It is, but the through line is refresh.
Let's do it.
First story. Bath & Body Works is trying to reconnect with younger shoppers. That brand is basically a scent memory machine. It really is. Candles, body care, hand soaps, wall fragrances, all of that. You walk in for one lotion and suddenly smell 12 versions of vanilla. Exactly. But the business question is where younger customers find brands now. Not just at the mall. Right. The company has been working on Amazon sales, online presence, and the in-store experience. That makes sense. A younger shopper might discover it on a phone before ever walking into the store. Yes, and the CEO, Daniel Heff, came in last year with a digital background. So he is looking at the old mall brand with internet eyes. That is a good way to put it. But I hope they don't lose the fun part. The smell wall? Exactly. The seasonal names, the very serious decision between 2 almost identical candles. That's the balance. A refresh can't just mean moving everything online. Because scent is not exactly a spreadsheet. Exactly. The brand still depends on the feeling of testing, choosing, and remembering a scent. I love that. A fragrance brand has to be discovered twice. Once online, once with your actual nose. That's the whole challenge. And younger customers aren't one big group either. Right. Gen Z and millennial shoppers don't all shop the same way. Some want fast online buying, some want the little store adventure. And some want both. That's why Amazon, the website, and the physical store all matter. So the refresh isn't just new packaging, it's new pathways. Exactly. Same scent world, more doors into it. That's a smart kind of refresh. Story 2 is a much sweeter refresh. I am ready. Bring me the sugar. A food trend has people taking a Krispy Kreme original glazed donut and lightly frying it in a pan.
That is so simple, it feels dangerous.
The goal is to make the outside caramelized and crispy while keeping the inside soft and airy.
Oh no, that sounds extremely good.
Some food coverage compared the texture to a creme brulee effect.
The little crackly sugar top, but on a donut.
Exactly. The basic method is a non-stick pan and gentle heat until it turns golden brown.
I can hear the tiny sizzle.
Important note, though, we are not saying Krispy Kreme officially recommends this as a company instruction.
Right. This is internet people being internet people.
Yes. Reports say the official Instagram account reacted to the trend, but that is different from a formal recipe.
Good boundary. Still, I understand why people are trying it.
Because it refreshes something familiar without adding anything fancy.
Exactly. Same donut, new texture.
And that's the heart of a good food hack. It has to make you think, wait, why did I not try that before? Also, it's very shareable. One pan, one donut, immediate result. The video basically writes itself. But it's also a reminder that brands don't always control how people use a product. Fans can reinvent it at home. Right. Sometimes the refresh starts with a customer, not a marketing team.
And sometimes the customer has a frying pan.
A powerful tool.
Honestly, this is my kind of innovation.
The final story. We are going from one pan to one giant station.
That is a hard turn, but I am with you.
New York's Penn Station is a major rail hub in central Manhattan, and it has a proposed $8 billion remodel.
So this is not a niche building. It is a place people depend on every weekday.
Exactly. Penn Station serves more than 600,000 commuters on a weekday.
8 billion, and that many people. That is a whole city moving through one place.
Exactly. And the proposed design is about making the station feel more open and usable.
Please tell me sunlight is involved.
It is. The plan includes a sunlight-drenched concourse, 50-foot ceilings, columns, and bronze finishes.
That sounds like the opposite of a confusing basement maze.
That's the user experience point. Stations are not just tracks, they're daily navigation spaces. If a station makes you tense before your train even arrives, that matters. Very much. The project is described as a phased plan that could start before the end of 2027 and take about 6 years. So this is slow refresh, city-scale refresh. Exactly. Also, Madison Square Garden would stay on site under the plan. So they're not clearing the whole block and starting from zero. Right, but a theater owned by MSG would need to come down. That sounds complicated, but also very city. Very city. The important part for our conversation is the design goal. More light, more height, and a clearer public space. I like thinking of a train station as a public room. Yes, a room that hundreds of thousands of people pass through. Then the design is not decoration, it's a daily mood. Exactly. If it works, the refresh is felt in every commute. That's the biggest version of today's word. So today we looked at 3 kinds of refresh. A scent brand finding new paths to young shoppers, a donut getting a crispy second life, and a major train station trying to become brighter and easier to use.
I love how different those are. A store, a snack, and a station.
And the same idea runs through them.
Do not throw everything away. Make it work better.
Exactly. Refresh doesn't always mean starting from zero.
Sometimes it means giving something people already know a better door back in.
That's today's take-home line.
Very Thursday. Practical, but still hopeful.
Time for the daily question. Which refresh would you try first?
Good question.
Option A, Bath & Body Works trying to reach younger shoppers in new ways. Option B, the pan-fried original glazed donut.
I know my answer.
Or option C, Penn Station's proposed redesign.
A, B, or C? I'm absolutely B.
The donut?
Obviously. Crispy outside, soft inside, no meeting required.
I'm C. A better station affects so many ordinary days.
That's very Emily. Proudly. Listeners, leave your A, B, or C in the comments.
We always read them.
And tell me if you've actually pan-fried a donut. I need reports.
If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe.
We'll be back tomorrow with 3 more stories and a fresh coffee.
Until then, take today's word with you. Refresh what still has life in it.
I love that. Bye.